Fuck off, Milo. What's up, Cal? Yo, what's up, Daisy fan? Yo, what is this fucking team? What is this? What are these team comps? Oh, holy shit, yeah. Probably not the greatest idea right there. shouldn't be a problem because the enemy team is garbage to controls. How about that newfangled squids game? It's like got dualies and everything. Fuck your shit, gal. Get out of here. Where's this Squifify? Fuck off, gal. That's that. A pretty decent Japanese player was using the dualies in the Twitter video that I saw. And, yeah, I don't know, it seemed pretty decent. Should've just shot, actually. I would've been able to get the kill just fine there, but I just didn't think he'd be able to actually kill me. Let's jump now. Yeah, so like I was watching I've been watching a fair amount of Japanese footage as well, like not going out of my way to find it, but I've been just sort of seeing it as it's been getting linked. And a guy called Taro was using it, and yeah, I recognize the name. I'm pretty sure he's on some top Japanese team. At least it's a guy who's like, he seemed pretty good. And yeah, it was really impressive watching him actually, because what he was doing, he was using the dualies and he was sharking with the inkjet. So instead of just flying around like a moron and like just being a massive target for anyone with a charger, he was sharking with it. Like he was actually swimming and then popping out and ledge peeking with the fucking thing, which makes it a really long-range pocket CRB instead of a fucking jetpack that just gets you killed, right? And this is exactly what I, like, oh hey, it's Toad. Hang on. TikTok, it's on one of the servers around here somewhere, so one of the ones you're in, almost certainly. Sort of try and fuck with him, but... might be? I don't know. It's one of those Twitter videos, though. But yeah, he had a bunch of footage, and I was just watching it, and yeah. Like, it actually looked really fucking strong what he was doing with the... It was like a Zuka, except, like, better, because it had AoE. Oh, fuck. Ugh, I'm dead. No, I'm not dead. No! Fuck. I got greedy. Oh wow, it's coming up as a deleted link for me now. Don't you disconnect. Don't you fucking do it. I heard that. Oh fuck. There's a guy. Ugh! Yeah, no, anyway, as I was saying, the dualies with the dash, like, okay, so people are sort of saying, oh, the dash isn't great because you get stuck at the end of it. But that's not the point, right? Because with the dash, yeah, you get stuck at the end of it. But you also, like, you get stuck at the end, but the fact that you're so quick off the, like, the enemy player has to actually predict you like the old-fashioned way. There's no sort of tell for which direction you're going. Unless you sort of get lazy with it. Fuck off, Dynamite. So... because the thing with those kinds of dashes is, it depends very much on, I guess, how much the initial dash offsets the, like, follow-up lag. And in this case, I think the initial dash very much... What is this guy doing? So what happens is, like, the dash lets you basically do something similar to what the CRB lets you do, which is to basically just win every fight you get into, because you can instantly react before the enemy has time to actually do anything. Especially on a land setting. Like, it's going to get even stronger on land, unlike the 10 attack, which kind of gets a bit weaker. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize there was a guy there. So basically it means you're going to be able to win like any fight you get into, like really, really easily. It's kind of different with like 1-on-2s and that sort of thing. Like it's going to be tricky doing that. But at the same time, it's like, you know, you kind of... Oh, what the fuck? That guy flicked really quick. Why am I sharking dangerous spots just to throw bombs? Because I'm fucking distracted, dude. Also, I'm pretty sure my splatter scope is, like, just fucking around the whole game. I somehow get the impression he was not paying his full attention. Then again, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not paying my full attention. I'm sort of yabbering on. Yeah, I don't know. I think dualies are definitely the new 10 attack though, because between the special and the suction bombs, like, you can't really go wrong. They're being deleted because I have links disabled. Because there were a bunch of fucking bots putting phishing links in my server ages ago. And now they don't because I have it disabled, but before, like, I'd be able to see the links. I don't know why I can't see them now. Like, I'd be able to see the links and I'd be able to post them myself. Like, I'll fucking mod someone after this, don't worry. Oh hey, there's someone called Q in quotation marks, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's the fucking squish, of course. Get the fuck out. Oh shit. Yeah, that was a bit bad. Anyway. Yeah, so when you have a, like, when you're doing the crouching thing, you kill things so fucking fast with the dualies. It's kinda nuts. Oh, holy shit, he actually got 2 direct bombs on him. Yo, Luna, what? There's a VC app. It's kind of weird the way they're doing VC and Squids too. It's like it's a mobile phone app, which I don't know why the fuck they do that, but... Ugh, I'm dead. Please, help me out. We don't actually take this fucking thing. Alright, I keep forgetting we have a fucking splurge, so... I could have cracked and just sort of didn't feel like doing it. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh shit, dude. Hang on, I'll grab that link. Can someone actually PM to me on Discord? I'll see if... Fuck, where is it? Holy fuck, that crap, that's... Oh, there we go. I see it, yep. How did I go 11 and 5? What the fuck? I was feeding the whole game. That's the video I was talking about. Also, hi to everyone who's hopped in and I haven't said hi to. Nintendo's not stupid, they just aren't marketing to us, so it all looks stupid what they're doing. I mean, they do stupid things, don't get me wrong, but they aren't completely inept. If they were inept, the Wii wouldn't have been a success. Yeah, like, my main thing is the gear rolling. It's really fucking terrible the way it is right now. I love how the only thing in this team comp that actually... Fuck off. Oh, hey. I probably should have just got on a tower and froze it while I was moving past me. That was a bit dumb. Oh well. Not that it matters. Anyway. So far I think the charging thing is amazing. Like, it's a huge change and it's really, really good. Because it's going to make it so that charges actually have to move around the map to be really effective. Which is something that... Like, I think it makes a lot more sense in this game for charges to exist that way. Because... There's Kraken. Oh, what the fuck? I overestimated my duration. Oh, I'm assuming there'll be more marketing, like, stuff will get marketed in, like, E3. Oh, fuck. Yo, okay. We have no turf and we're just dying. Cool. Oh. Apparently there's a fucking wasabi there. Hey, where did he go? Oh. I'm an idiot. What do I think about the speedrunning part of Splatoon? I mean, Splatoon's a pretty decent speed game as far as that goes. It's just... I don't know, it's kind of... What? It's kind of lacking in a few areas that sort of make it really interesting. So... Like, that's the main thing. Like, the way it is right now, there's not enough, like, skill involved in the game, I guess, to speedrun it. Oh, shit. Oh! He got stuck in a wall, so I missed him. And also, we just fucked this up. Nice. Yeah, nice paint control, right? Like, we've got fucking 2 blasters, one of whom DC. We've got a... What? Okay. We've got a charger and we've got an H3, so we lost this game the moment it started. Oh! He did the thing. I don't know, I'm not really giving too many shits right now. I don't know what Yep. Hopefully it's only a -1. Nah, still -5. I don't think Move Fish is the #1 runner though. I think Tones Balloons is still #1. Also, I actually would prefer an August release. I mentioned this yesterday when I was streaming, but I think an August release would be really good for... Like, it's more of a selfish thing, but... Like, because of the amount of stuff that I'm doing, if it's August, I have more time, and also, like, I'm going to be better situated to do things because that's just how it is, like, IRL-wise. Same time, though, it's like... I understand why an earlier release would be sort of okay, but I don't know. It's... Oh, so you got all the... Oh, he has? Okay, right. Well, there you go. I haven't been really keeping up with speedruns, so... Now, see, this is a team comp. Apparently so is that. Holy fuck. I'm going to get my ass kicked in. How many bosses are going this way? Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Well, everyone died. Nobody's coming this way though. Oh my gosh! How long do they keep Wii U servers up? Who knows? Like, I don't actually know the infrastructure or anything. It could be months, could be years, could be weeks. Probably not years, to be fair, but... Yeah, it was crazy. He has defense, what the fuck? What is this guy doing? Alright, if these guys push super hard right now, we're probably gonna lose, but... Oh, fuck off. He doesn't even have damage. He just sort of... coming in. pushing? I don't like the look of that. Get buddy. Well, of course I'm out of the loop. I don't fucking follow that shit, dude. Alright. We have it moving. It's a good start. Unfortunately, they have stopped moving because that's what happens. Oh my fuck. Okay, good. We have a decent chance here. We're another whale, so it's gonna be tricky, but we can still do it. Cool. Typical learners, dude. That wipe that they got, where I ended up getting over to their tree and just staying there for most of the game, that was the turning point right there. Because as soon as that happened, they started like getting split up, which meant that instead of having a million Lunars just rushing down the Tenatech and killing him, it meant that the Tenatech could actually win the 1v1s, because the Tenatech was quite competent, he was just getting fucked by 2 Lunars at once. Yo, sup Tomsky? Can you snipe people with Splashdown? Yes. Splashdown is not invincible. You can, from what I hear, this is from a Japanese player, from what I know, the Splashdown is not invincible, so you can just, like, snipe people out of the air and whatnot. But I think it's also, I don't know, Splashdown's really weird. If it's cheap, if it's, like, the cost of a whale or less, it's going to be really good. But if it's 180 points, it's going to be terrible. It's just not a 180 point special. Unless, like, it's a 180 point special and the other weapons have, like, 300 point specials and shit. Like, if it and the Inkjet are the same cost, there's just no contest. Like, you wouldn't even though the roller is, like, potentially really good in this game, in Splatoon 2, you just wouldn't use it because it has the splashdown. And you just use the dualies instead because the dualies are sort of similar kind of role in a team, and then, like, they have fucking suction Inkjet, which is like the new god combo. Meanwhile, the fucking, oh gosh, we have no turf again. But they kind of don't either. I need to shut down that Tenatech. I mean, the Luna needs to do that, but I can help out. Got him. Nice-oo! Tech's gonna have something to say about this. Oh, no, I'm dead. Oh, I stopped it from moving back. Oh, it's a custom blaster, okay. I'm assuming the subs are mostly back. They might get rid of, like, the ink line or something. Yeah, sub hero. Oh, hey, there's Bamboo trying to be sneaky beaver. Get out of here. Oh, hi, there's a Zuka there. Oh, no! Okay, custom blaster, fuck off. Okay, good. Oh! Okay. It would be, except for the fact that mine doesn't actually work like that. It actually can't camp super jumps. You can put a mine exactly where there's a super jump marker, and it will not kill the guy who falls on it. Oh, I almost got that directed. I floor shot him just as he jumped. I'm going to get myself killed. Oh! Wow, I painted that guy's feet. Oh no, you can get away down. Meanwhile, we're just pushing. Go, Luna! Oh, fuck. And I'm dead. Yeah, Cav, there is. It's kind of like a super jump marker. Same time though, you can't really camp it because if you do, you're just gonna get fucked. Like, because the guy can see where, like, he's... A good inkjet user isn't just gonna let his super jump, or let his jet get camped. He's probably gonna kill whoever tries to camp it. Well, I mean, they got us off tower, but what are they going to do? Alright, cool. Yeah, Tomsky, I definitely like that a lot. Because the problem with snipers in this game is, I think, I don't know if this was actually on VC when we were talking about it, on stream rather when we were talking about it yesterday, but with the scopes as they currently are, it's kind of, they kind of run contrary to what the game is. Like, you aren't mobile with them, you're usually standing pretty still. Even with the splatter scope, like, you can play a really, and you can and you should play a really mobile playstyle with the splatter scope, but it's still, a lot of it is just walking around, or swimming around, like, finding peaks, and generally, like, it's sort of a stop and start kind of thing. Whereas with the new change, you, like, charge up and you, like, actually have a really mobile playstyle, kind of like, it's kind of like having a CRB, except without the blaster part. So, I actually really like it. Like, I think it's probably the best change so far that I've seen. And yeah, here it does show for enemies. Oh, also Hydrus, you asked before which special takes the longest to build up for Splatoon 2. They're all 180 points in the demo, but I hope that's not how it's going to be in the final game, because that would be silly. Alright, I'm longest range against a sniper, or smart charger. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that, yeah, Stingray could charge in 90, it'd still be a horrible special. Like, it's just awful. It's a 6-shot kill that you can't aim. Like, what the fuck is the point of it? The point of, like, you could see the Stingray potentially being good on something like Mackerel, but even then, it's, like, it's still a 6-shot kill. Like, what even the fuck are you supposed to do with it? It really, like, they can leave it the way it is now and just make it so that you can aim it properly, and it would be balanced. It would be fine. Because the way it'd work is, oh wow, this metacomp. Like, it's metacomp versus metacomp, that's great. Like, it would be fine because it wouldn't kill very fast, but it'd have that sort of counterplay potential for it. Oh fuck, I gotta get out of here. Ugh. Oh, fuck! Die! Okay, team, go. Team, go. Alright, I gotta get out. Yo, this Luna is a fucking god. He stayed alive for like a full minute. Get out. Damn it. Fuck. I actually shot the wall next to him. Am I gonna make a video about Splatoon 2? Well, we're doing Squidcast, or what we're going to, the new name for it. I haven't actually 100% decided on the new name, but it's... Get out. But it's gonna be something. And yeah, we are actually going to do a thing on Splatoon 2. He did. Dude, nice. Yo, this team is like really fucking good. Oh! Out. Oh, you got me. Nice shot. No, it's terrible at inking, dude. It doesn't even paint, like, the ground below it. The guy, he just... Oh, fuck. Oh, no, I'm dead. Yeah, it's like a worse whale. Not only that, but the rain cloud is like whale, but better, because it's like a whale of paints. Why is this painted? Who won Monsoon 10? I'm pretty sure it was... Was it Finally? Because it was Finally, Rising Moon, I think, and Chimera, and they were top 3. I don't know what the order was. Yeah, dude, like, that can't be the kit. That cannot be the kit for the vanilla Splat Charger. That would just make no sense. Because, like, I could understand it for something like a fucking Splush or something like that, like just give it a long-range thing so it can actually function as part of a team. But, like, the Charger is better at doing the Stingray's job than the Stingray is. If you're gonna have a thing that shoots through walls, like, about the most it could do is, like, well, it can't even pop Rainmaker for a start, because you gotta... Oh, what the fuck? Like, you think about it, oh, well, it could pop Rainmaker. No, it actually can't, because it's a 6-shot kill over the course of, like, a second. It's so bad. Like... Oh my gosh, it's just terrible. It has, like, there's no use for it. Especially on a Splat Charger, like, you just use the fucking Charger. Like, what's wrong with just using a Charger that actually kills things? Especially when you can fucking squid with it. Like... The worst that it'll do to the enemy team is, like, make them sort of move a bit more sideways than normal. That's about all that the Stingray is going to accomplish. They really, really need to change it. Like, 100%, it is a garbage special. Like, the first actual bad special in the entire history of Splatoon, if they leave it the way it is. I don't know, See, one of the things I'm worried about with Splatoon 2, having seen the specials and whatnot now, is that they've gone kind of all in by dropping all the specials from the original game. And in doing so, they've kind of backed themselves into a corner, because Splashdown could be really good if it's like 100 points, but it's going to be probably 180 to start with, and that's going to make it terrible. The Inkjet is ridiculously overpowered. Like, yeah, maybe they're afraid of charges being OP, but like, why... There's other ways to make the charges not OP. Like, you could give them like a heavy deco style kit, or a heavy Splatling style kit, where it's like utility plus a sort of a mess special, or the other way around. And not only that, but Splat Charges aren't even necessarily that great. Like, you still need to deal with the fact that you have fuck all turf coverage. But the problem is that by making a shit special just to go with the fucking Splat Charger, that's not a good way of balancing things, because then you neuter, like, half the other weapons in the game that end up getting that special as well. Like, at least with the whale is a one-off special that's, like, it's effective, but it's, like, it doesn't... It's not a game changer necessarily, it's sort of a clutch kind of thing. But that's fine, like, it works, and not only that, but it's a bit cheap, you know? Like, it's 160 points instead of 180. And then on top of that, like, there's... With the Splat Charger, or with the what's it, like... They've got the Inkjet, which is basically a better Inkzooka, because it's a pocket infinite range CRB that can go on whatever the fuck weapon they choose. Like, it's on the dualies already. The dualies are kind of the new Tenatech, and they've given it easily the best special in the preview, which can direct like a CRB at infinite, well, not infinite range, but like long range, very long range, and it has AoE, so it's like a slower Inkzooka shot that you can actually dodge. Like when you're playing against it, you can dodge it, but I'm assuming it's also like, it hits user side hit detection, so like if you shoot someone with it, they will die. So it might not even be easy to avoid. And then it's a jetpack, which, like, the jetpack itself isn't useful, or isn't great, but what you do with it is you have vertical movement, and you also have the ability to shark with it. Like, you can swim around with the Inkjet just fine, you don't have to actually use the jetpack part. So what you can actually do is, like, pop out of ink and shoot it. So you can basically be doing what I've been doing with the CRB and just, like, popping out of ink and shooting people, but you can do it with a fucking jetpack. So if you want to climb up a wall, you can do that just fine, you know? It's... It's such a fucking good special. Like, it's a really well-designed special, I think. It's really fucking good. I like the idea. I like everything about the Inkjet, but it's way stronger than anything else. The Tenta missiles are also quite good. They're the other sort of good special. Because, yeah, the Tenta missiles, like, you can do a lot with them. Like, if the enemy team is in, like, a sort of a death ball kind of thing, you can destroy that with Tenta missiles. Because they have to basically delta split if they want to live, right? Because the more people you target, the more missiles you get. And, like, some of the missiles can get gimped on, like, trees and shit. Like, there was some footage I saw where the missiles got, like, clipped on a high wall next to the player. Like, the player was standing next to the wall, and the missiles just went down and just exploded. Didn't actually hit the player. And I'm pretty sure the same thing can happen with trees. I don't know what happens if you, like, stand under a tree and Tenta missile, but whatever. But no, those are actually really good. And it's the kind of thing, like, that's the kind of special that really should be... That and, the Rain Cloud. If the Rain Cloud can actually kill shit, that's also really good. Like, if those are the two specials that... Like, if you're gonna make something weaker by giving it a special that isn't overpowered, you give it one of those two things. You don't give it the fucking Stingray, which is awful. Yeah, Dandy Cheeks, absolutely. Like, and yeah, I mean, yeah, technically the Stingray could work well on, like, tower control or whatever, and maybe there's a ranked mode that makes Stingray really good, but it's a 6-shot kill, and there's no working around that. Holy fuck, he was in my ink. Okay, so he is a spaz, basically. Or the other two? Oh, there's a Rain Cloud, and there's like a Bomb Rush thing. But instead of it being a Bomb Rush where you can shoot your gun as well, it's a Bomb Rush where you can't. You get bomb range and whatnot for free. So, yeah, the free bomb range on the cannon thing with the splat bombs is really nice. And I really like that idea too, because it frees up some of the builds that you might run with, say, like a berry kind of weapon. That guy chose poorly. Oh! That was a bit dumb. Gotta admit. It shoots through walls and it kills in 6 shots, so no matter how good it is, it's awful. No matter how many upsides it has, it's awful. Like, you can't even aim it either, it's just... I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. Yeah, it's like a cool idea, but they just have to fuck with the numbers, that's all they have to do. Because that thing's kind of like a pocket Hydra, and if it worked like that, it'd be really cool, because, like, again, it's the sort of thing that... Oh! Damn it, I was trying to get a bit further away from it. Oops, we left. Also, the tender missiles are probably being renamed, because, like, they have an official name, but the Tumblr page didn't, like, say what the name was. Like, they said that it's undecided. Whoa! That was close. Can we please not do that? I know, right, Dandy Cheeks? That's exactly what I was getting at. It's so dumb. Oh dear. Anyway. It's whatever. Like, I'm sure they'll fix it at some point. They'll realize, either from feedback from people, or just from realizing that it's a dumb idea, like, just sort of waking up in the morning and say, oh, that was dumb. They're gonna get their shit together, I'm sure. Yeah, it's just a matter of tweaking numbers. Like, they remove the thing that makes it slow to aim, and it'll be fine. They make it 3 shots to kill instead of 6, it'll be fine. Like, they've got to just do something. They've got to give it a massive buff, and then it'll be fine, because the concept's fine. Like, shooting through walls isn't as overpowered as people seem to think, or as the developers seem to think. You know, like, it's good for killing camping E-leaders and shit, but even then, like, you start shooting the E-leader, and then you just sort of fuck off, and it's like, or they just jump away, or whatever. It's like, unless there's some sort of massive hit stun that they add. Like, that's the other thing. If they add, like, a massive hit stun where, like, if you start getting hit, you just slow right the fuck down. But then in that case, why even go to the trouble? Like, if you're gonna... Yeah, like, there's so many problems with it. Alright, they have an E-leader that needs to get rushed down. They have 2 10 attacks, which I will shit on, hopefully. Not 2 10 attacks, but 2 splash shots. No, get away from the fucking bomb. Please don't use it. Where's the real leader? What is even going on? I'm sure they have an E-leader. Where the fuck is he? I'm just standing out in the open. Do they have a disconnect? What's going on? Yeah, I think they have a disconnect. That's what it is. Weapon with most potential in the current meta. That's a really fucking good question. Alright. Most potential in the sense that it's like potentially the strongest, or potentially game breaking or whatever, like potentially the strongest weapon, that's CRB easily. Most potential in the sense that it can go the furthest from where it is, or like most untapped potential. Like, I'm thinking, possibly H3? Because I'm trying to think of, like, weapons that I'd... Because there's a bunch that people don't really use that are really good. So Octobrush, Dynamo in the West, that is. Splitter Scope, people should be using that more. I guess you could say Grim, because I think Grim is still, like, crazy good. It's just... it's sort of hard to justify as part of a team with the CRB that exists, and is easy to use and all that sort of shit. CJS, maybe? Okay, untapped, yeah. Slosher Deco, actually. Slosher Deco. How's Spider Shot Pro in Japan? You kind of see... oh, Grim is, like, always used on the Triggerfish. Pro is used, but a lot of the time it's, like... it's usually a pocket pick, I think, from what I've seen. Like, there aren't really many Spider Shot Pro mains, that's for sure. Like, there's the occasional, like, 96 Deco main who'll switch over to Pro for whatever reason. Yeah. But no, I think Slosher Deco would be the answer to that question. Because people acknowledge that it's really good, but I don't think there's anyone yet who's really sat down and worked with it for long enough to be, like, crazy fucking good with it. I tried, I sort of had some success with it, but, yeah. CGS is dead in the water comparatively because people don't use it right, I think. I'm not sure what that wall was supposed to be, but... Paradise did have a good CGS, but I think that was also just because, like, his team was so aggressive that he made it work really easily. Like, he didn't have to do very much work, he could just clean up kills, and it was nice for him. Okay, let's charge that, right? So ignore that guy then. Alright, then push to 61, so that's fine. What? Okay. Oh, splat charger. Okay, that explains a lot. I was wondering how the fuck he killed me so quick when he didn't have a shot lined up. Alright, just keep that in mind then. I don't think it actually matters, but fuck that protection. Ha! Give himself a kick. What the fuck is going on? Oh shit, my grenade. Words. Didn't get my grenade off. There aren't really any good CJSs anymore. Dude is probably the only person who even uses it. Actually, DJ uses it sometimes, but I think he sort of stopped, because he's sort of focusing on other shit now. I see you, Charger. Eyes emoji. Whoa, no, leave me alone. I said I see you, that doesn't mean you're allowed to do that. Did I just squid? Okay. I think I just swam over someone. Because there was a definite bump right there. Yeah, I think Slosher might have actually been why CGS kind of fell off. But still, like, CGS is still good. It's just, it's not... Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. Like, CGS needs to be played in a very specific way that I don't think people really quite get, because nobody who plays CGS, like, plays only CGS, right? Paradise was the only person who really did that, and you need to have that sort of supportive playstyle that is still, like, involved in every fight, but is never, like, in danger and is always, like, the anchor and all that stuff. It's a really difficult weapon to play properly, I think. Because on top of that, you also need to have fucking godlike aim, including, like, being able to accurately lead people and that sort of thing. Yeah, Burst Kraken's still fucking godlike. Especially for, like, I've been using CGS a little bit myself, and I could easily see myself using it if not for the fact that I'm sort of using CRB, you know. That's... yeah. Regular Mini is also really underrated. I'd like to see more people using it, but... Squelches in Japan are kind of not used, except by a couple of people who've just, like, mastered them. But even then, like, there's not really much to master. It's basically just like using Tenor Tag except in longer range. The dual enemy. Yeah, these suctions. Yeah, it doesn't turf, but like, if you give it a dynamo support, I think it's actually really fucking good. You have to have a team comp kind of built around it, but if you have that, it actually works really well. It's one of those things where it's like, a lot of weapons you give something, you give them the control that they need or whatever, and they, like, don't work that much better than like, another weapon that's just sort of the same thing. Oh yeah, Druid is quite good with duel, but at the same time it's like, I really do feel like Druid would be better with like another weapon, but whatever. He likes using duel. I'm surprised about that. I got 2 out of that. That was nice. So. Dude, I should use the fucking 96 more often. Holy hell. Ever since I used the 96 for a while, like, my accuracy with CIB has gone way up. And I'm consistent too, like, that's the other thing. It feels a lot more natural. I'm helping! Yes, Temtech, I know you're up there. Fuck off. Shot. Boxy kinda did. What the fuck is with that spring green, dude? Holy shit. I thought that color was dead. I know you can still pick it, but Still. Oh, he knew. Yo, he... Fuck. We all just died. I don't think there's any way we lose, but still. It's less than ideal. Ha! Alright. I think that was my last one, but I'm gonna stay around for a little bit because people are still wanting to talk about squids too, I'm sure. Yeah, so... Squid Game. With the sequel and all that. So far from what I've seen, on one hand, I actually do trust the devs with this game, because they made, by and large, good changes to the game since release. Like, I know why the game had problems to begin with. Like, there's reason behind what they did that wasn't good. So, like, the original maps weren't that great, and still aren't, a lot of them. Some of the weapons had some, like, dumb ideas behind them, like, original Dynamo was just a bad idea, right? Original E-Leader with the 120 max charge instead of the 100 max charge was, or full charge, no, was it max or full? Well, whatever. No, I think it's max charge and then, like, yeah, it's min, max, full, whatever. That's just shit that's actually in the game files, never mind that. But yeah, like, E-Leader with the 120 max charge was dumb. Like the fact that you could half charge that and make slider scopes completely irrelevant. That was all stupid. You know, original Urchin was hilarious, but also stupid. Original Arowana was kind of dumb as well. You know, like, there was all sorts of problems with the game, but again, you could sort of see why they had those problems, because it was sort of, like, rushed to release. Nobody expected that people would get good enough with E-Leader to just fuck those maps up. And then, of course, like, they made the changes. Like, they fixed Dynamo to be not stupid. They fixed E-Leader to not be stupid. They fixed all sorts of things. Like, they made the 96 deco balance. They had some kinks, and they actually ironed them out properly. Like, I would have made some changes other than, like, making Zuka 220 points, because that sort of seemed, like, a bit arbitrary. Like, I would have done something to the way that Zuka traveled or something like that. Maybe made it a bit slower, that kind of thing. Like, I would have done something different, but in the end it worked, you know? Like, it made it a bit too weak on things like the Forge and whatnot, so the Forge just sort of died in the arse. But the Tanatech got nerfed in a reasonable way, you know? So I know that the devs are capable of making good decisions, because by and large they've done so. At the same time, though, if they've been, like, told from on high to, like, get rid of the specials and, like, make something really new for that, or, like, you know, it's a sequel, so you have to get rid of stuff and whatever. Like, if they've been told that, and then the specials are the thing that had to go, and then they end up with, like, half-assed specials that just aren't very, you know, like, the splashdown is cool and all, but it's not really a special, you know? It's not anywhere near the same kind of effect as an Ink Strike or a whale or anything like that. It's just like a sort of glorified suction bomb, if anything. And meanwhile, the Inkjet is crazy. The Stingray has massive problems, but, you know, that could be fixed with, like, the concept is fine. And the new Bomb Rush is cool, and, like, the Rainstorm is cool. It's like, the concepts are okay, it's just that they're creative and, like, inventive and all that, but they aren't necessarily, I guess, balanced around, like, they aren't, I don't know if it's their intent, but, like, the Splashdown and potentially the Rain Cloud are sort of not game-changing and not clutch. Like, they're not really anything. You know, they're just sort of kind of powerful moves. Which is potentially a problem. And I really hope that Moray changes, because if Moray stays the same, even with the fucking ink rails, the ink rails are not enough. They need more than that. They need, like... They need better mobility around the map, basically. And if the ink rails... ink rails are one thing, but unless they've done more ink rail stuff, like with the high ground and whatnot, or brought the spawn point down a level, I just don't see it actually being a good map. Like, there's a lot of problems with Moray, and they aren't to do with the mobility around mid. That's just one of the sort of things that makes E-Leaders a bit better than normal. Yeah. Like, there's... I'm optimistic, because, again, I trust the devs, and all that, but... And I also do want to save some of what I'm talking about for tomorrow, when we do the cast. Though a lot of that will be discussion and, like, predictions and shit, but... Adding more clothes abilities, yeah. I think they could easily do that. There are a few things that they could potentially do to, like... Presumably they've got some sort of new engine, right? Like, or updated engine that they can do more with. In the original Splatoon, they used to be, like, before release, I'm pretty sure there was, like, a regen speed thing, which... That... I think that'd be overpowered as hell, but you can sort of see why that might be in. Like, well, that's one potential thing. Alternatively, there's, like... What else is there? Like, if they remove defense up, for example, they could add, like, a fire rate thing. Or... I don't know, like, what I'd kind of like to see is... If they have the same abilities, I'd like them to be... I'd like them to be sort of more specialized. So, we got Bomb Sniffer in the game, right? And Bomb Sniffer's a bit of a meme. But you can imagine, like, say if Bomb Sniffer was buffed to be a proper, like... Say you run Bomb Sniffer and you no longer die to lethal grenades, right? Say they just do, like, 90 or 80 damage or something even. I think defense and damage should just be gone, but I can also see why damage, like, works as an ability. I don't know, like, I just think that defense and damage is stupid because it tricks people into thinking that it's actually important, but it really isn't. But yeah, like, I much prefer having, like, discrete abilities or whatever like that. What I would prefer is, like, instead of it being main and 3 subs, what it should be is a main and a stackable ability, right? So the main could be a stackable ability or a special ability, kind of like it is now, and then instead of 3 subs, you just have a second main. So, say the gas mask could be like, you could, and like you could roll it or whatever. So the gas mask could be like tenacity with special duration or whatever, you know? Like, it's just one thing. That's a bit less fun, I guess, for people who like rolling gear, but it's also a lot better for the competitive scene, you know, because you just roll one ability until you get the one that you want. And on top of that, it kind of simplifies things a bit, while also making it more reliable for... It simplifies things in a way that increases accessibility, I guess. So with a Rapid Blaster, for example, you need a lot of damage up. And if you can't get the pure roll on something, for a start with Rapid Blaster, you actually want ink resistance a lot of the time. So you only really get 2 mains of damage, but if you use 3, it's whatever, you know, it's not a big deal. But then on top of that, you need another 3 subs. And if you have to spend like 2 subs, or if you get 2 subs on one piece of gear, and then 1 sub on another, you best hope that the other 3 subs on those 2 pieces of gear are something that you want, like swim speed. Otherwise, it's a problem, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, box, exactly. Like, what I'm thinking is with Bomb Sniffer, for example, you have, instead of it being, like, a trade-off, the trade-off should be that you aren't using the other abilities, right? That's, if I were balancing this game, the way I'd do it would be have a bunch of really strong abilities, each of which you want, right? So you have, say, Bomb Sniffer that makes you not die to lethal grenades, which opens up a whole ton of possibilities. Like, maybe it halves the damage you take from grenades, like, just straight up half, right? That's really fucking strong, because it makes grenades do, what, 70 damage or something like that? Or 75 damage? No, 65 damage, sorry. Or whatever the fuck, you get my point. And like 15 damage from far range and that sort of thing. And then, or you can get Ink Resistance, which makes it, which is like pre-patch Ink Resistance, where you can basically walk through enemy just fine, you know? And then you get Stealth Jump, which I don't think it needs any changes. Like, if they're gonna nerf Stealth Jump, what they should do is revert it back to how it was in vanilla, where it didn't change the, or it only barely nerfed how fast you could jump. Because how slow... Stealth Jump is powerful because of how slow you jump. Like, you just sort of land in the middle of nowhere. You have... In between the time... between the time you click on the person you're jumping to and when you actually land, if that person has quick respawn, they've respawned and can click on you to jump back in. That's why the Stealth Jump chaining is so powerful and obnoxious. Whereas before, you couldn't actually do that without stacking a ridiculous amount of quick respawn, because your Stealth Jump would land and they would be able to kill you, and the other guy respawning wouldn't be able to click your icon in time to jump in. You wouldn't be able to actually chain it. You'd need 3 people to chain instead of 2. Yeah. I mean, H3, yeah, you can kind of see how it might get some more use, but at the same time, I think... First of all, I think people are, like, losing their shit over the cherry, and they really should, because I don't think the cherry's that good. I think the best H3 is actually the vanilla one, because of, well, basically because of suctions. What the cherry does is it triples down on its own weakness, right? So, yes, if you're really fucking good with the cherry, and you can actually hit people with it and all that, then Bubble and Wall lets you stay alive and keep hitting people. But at the same time, even the best players do get min-ranged by that weapon. And what the Bubble and Wall do is make it so that the min-ranging just is sort of prolonging the inevitable. Like, they don't actually do anything to stop you from getting min-ranged. Whereas the regular H3 has the suctions to zone people and the echo to make it a lot easier to kill people. So... yeah, I mean, carrying your gear over from Wii U is... I don't think Nintendo's going to do that just because gear editing is a thing. And also because I think they want people... Because one of the things that kept a lot of people playing the game was the gear system. So... yeah, he has good cherry play, I'm sure, but like... I don't know, I just... The cherry has so many problems, and the wall and bubble don't really solve any of them. Ratbox, yeah, I guess. I still kind of think that they're probably not going to be too keen on that. Because, yeah, gear editing. Like, they know it's a thing. They obviously know it's a thing. It'd be cool, but, yeah, no. If, like, what might be nice is if you could, like, transfer the gear itself, so not the abilities, but just, like, you could unlock, you know, the 100-odd shirts and 80-odd of the other two, or whatever. Like, you could, if you could just unlock those and have a ton of gear at the start of the game for Splatoon 2, that'd be really cool. Just without the abilities. Because, like, if you have the abilities, it's kind of, yeah. Actually, come to think of it, if Echo's gone and point sensors aren't, point sensors actually get a big buff. Because then they're the only way of actually marking people. And that, well, assuming Haunt's back, that would be a second way, but point sensors would be the only way of marking people without actually dying, which is really important. Because basically the problem with point sensors right now is that Echo does a much better job, and it does it, and it's sort of more clutch in the sense that you get Echo, and you use it, and you suddenly instantly know where the enemy team is, no matter what the situation is. With point sensors, you kind of need to either Hail Mary, or you need to already know generally where the person is, and in that case you're giving yourself the ability to track people and aim better, but you aren't actually, like, getting much new information. You're just sort of making information better. Point sensor weapons are like H3D, Forge, Heavy Deco, Custom Blaster, fuck, what else? Ends up 83, Splush Neo, Squiffer? Are those Squiffers? Yeah, classic Squiffer. I was gonna say Octobush Novo, but no, that's Ink Mines. What else? I know there's others. Best off on point sensors is probably Heavy Deco. Actually, definitely Heavy Deco. Oh, Sloshing Neo. Neo Machine, whatever. Has them. Yeah, Heavy Splatling is actually balanced because it has Heavy Deco with any other sub except Ink Mine would be overpowered. Point Sensor is the only reason it's balanced. If you gave... I was kind of sad when they didn't give the Remixer bomb, but at the same time, if the Remix got a bomb, it would be ridiculously powerful. It would be probably a top 2, top 3 weapon if the Remix had a bomb. Or like a Echo or something like that. If it had beacons, it'd be fucking top 1. It'd be just in every team because it'd be so fucking overpowered. Because, yeah, Heavy Splatling is like... It's a weaker... It's not quite as good at being a Hydra as a Hydra is, obviously, because like it doesn't have the same kind of range, but it also doesn't have any of the drawbacks. Like, it's a very quick weapon, and... oh my gosh, like, it wins every 1v1 it gets into, except against like Hydras and Chargers and shit. And maybe CRBs, like you could argue maybe CRBs. But... honestly, no, I don't. No, not CRBs. It shits on CRBs. Maybe Rapids. It doesn't do so well against. How high is Heavy on a tier list? I don't know. If the main itself is one of the best mains in the game. Like, if you're gonna list like the top main weapons in the game, it's like fucking not in order, but it's like Range Blaster, Rapid Blaster, Heavy Splatling, Hydra Splatling, maybe Pro. Like. That's... oh yeah, and like... I don't know. I don't know what else would be up there. Because like Rapid and Heavy kind of held back by the kits. Rapid is an incredibly strong Slayer with damage up. CRB is... well, Range Blaster is fucking Range Blaster. Heavy Splatling and Hydra Splatling are insane long-range weapons that also paint. Like, they aren't amazing painters, but it's still, you know, pretty decent. And then the Pro is a really fucking strong weapon. It's just that it's difficult to use and it needs... oh, Dynamo's the other one. Dynamo's the other best main weapon, I'd say. If you're gonna take a top 5, it'd be like Dynamo in there instead of like, probably Rapid. Or Pro, maybe. In terms of maps box, there's the Reef, which is the one that all the demo footage is being played on, and then there's like a rock concert thing, and there's like a gym, and then there's Moray Towers. So presumably there's going to be fucking Walleye coming back or something because it's like a classic map, or maybe Urchin. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I don't want to prattle on for too much longer because I actually do want to have some of this sort of left for thing tomorrow. Like, I'll probably go over a lot of it again anyway, but yeah, consider this a... which weapons do we want to be cut? I think E-Leader should go. Not even because of the new mechanics, but just because I don't think it fits in Splatoon. I don't think it's a weapon that makes any sense. I think Luna should go, because I don't think trading weapons make any sense in this game. I think Splush, Aerospray Jr. should go, and be replaced by Dualies. I think Dual Squelcher should go for the same reason. Replace the Dual Squelcher with, like, the Dualie Squelcher or something. And give it, like, and make it like a long-range Dualie or something like that. That would be actually kind of cool. What else? I think... I'm tempted to say Carbon or whatever should go because, again, it's like a trading weapon. But Carbon's actually fine, it's just it needs... Like, the netcode is what makes it so strong. It's not even that it's rewarding, it's just that it's brain dead, and it goes against the way the game's designed. I'm mainly talking about weapons that break, quote-unquote, the game. It's not that they're overpowered, it's just that they completely change the way the game's played. Like, one of my key criteria for how good a weapon is like, if a weapon can't kite a Luna, it's automatically low tier or below. Like, it's automatically in the sort of unviable range. Not because Luna is good, but because if you have problems with a Luna, then if the enemy team runs one, you basically become irrelevant, right? Like, and not only that, but a bunch of other weapons will make you irrelevant as well. But like, Luna just by itself, if you can't deal with a Luna by yourself with your weapon, you're gonna have problems, massive problems, and you know, like, and that's E-Leader, Luna, both of them have this thing where they're like either useless or insane, right? With E-Leader, it's like, as soon as the E-Leader stops hitting shots, it's completely useless. It goes from being, like, every shot it hits is like, it's useful, and then every shot it doesn't hit, it's useless. Like, it's kind of, it's this massive back and forth shit, and it's dumb. It should not be in the game. Splatterscope at least can kind of paint, and it can kind of, like, get paths of people, and you can kind of get up close with it. E-Leader is just a fucking turret, and if it misses, it does literally nothing, and if it hits, then great, you know, it hit something. And then, like, if it misses the next shot, it's back to being useless again. Like, the fact that someone as good as Nike can be useless in a game is like, what the fuck? Nekara isn't a perfect E-Leader, dude. He misses shots just the same as everyone else. He just, like, plays it a way that makes it really good. But at the same time, it's like, it's just such a dumb weapon. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna hop off. I started rambling again. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm gonna be doing the cast thing tomorrow. It's gonna be renamed and all that. I'm gonna get some people on who can hopefully, like, do things. So that'll be fun. And, yeah, so for those who don't know, I've been working on some stuff behind the scenes. I'm gonna get that out. Well, get news out eventually. It's sort of a bit too early now. Probably for another couple of weeks it'll be too early, but... Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. See you all later.